Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a great day today. And thank you again for you guys who hung out with me this morning here on YouTube on our Sneak Peek Wednesday. If you guys haven't seen it, some of these trades that I'm going to recap happened during our live stream. So try to do that every week to give you guys who aren't in the community a good idea about what a day looks like in our average Joe trading education community. So make sure if you didn't take advantage of it this week, make sure you take advantage of it next week, because what we're looking to do is take our trading to the next level. That's what we're going to be working on going into next year. Everything that we're doing now, we're building up and we're gearing up. We're finishing the fourth quarter strong, and we're going to come out strong in the first quarter. We're going to come out with gains. So that's what everything that we're doing now, that's what we're preparing for. All right, so this is one of the stocks that we had on watch. We didn't take this trade, but I want to explain to you why I didn't take this. Okay, here's the first 5-minute opening candle. This candle was over $3.50 from high, from the high to the low. The average true range of this stock was only $2.30 some cents or $2.40 some cents. Anytime I get a candle that takes the first candle takes out its average true range, even if it's got a catalyst like earnings, it's already moved like 10 points. And then the first candle, you're going to put out 3.5. I'm not going to take it. Now, yeah, you could have scalped the move up here for a point, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for solid, sustained trades. This was not it at the open. Now, when we gave it up and we started selling off, this was a really nice sell-off here, and then the second rejection here. I wasn't looking at this anymore. I was actually looking at the stocks that I was trading, which is something that you have to do, because if I was watching this, I probably would have dumped what I had and tried to get in here and probably would have messed it up. So you don't want to chase anything. I just accepted the fact that I missed this, and I just continued on with what I was doing. Now, I'll go back tonight. I'll look at this. I'll analyze it and, see, are there some signs that I missed? What did I miss on this that kept me from catching this move? And then we move on. That's how we take our trading to the next level, is we reflect on every trade that we didn't take along with every trade that we did. And we work from there. So this was a nice sell-off here. We just missed it. I was in M. M was the stock that gave me, I felt, an opportunity. Yeah, I was late getting in because it put in this ridiculous candle here. But I wasn't going to short into all of this support. You had every moving average in VWAP here. And I wanted it to get through red to green and actually close below. And once we established that, I got in. This was a stock that really never traded like this in the past. So I got in. We made a solid move down to this level, and then it bounced, went and took me out, stopped me out, and then started back down again. So I waited until we broke the low, got back in, got one target, and then it came back and stopped me out again. But, it went back up And here I got in again. You know, as it failed again, got back down through this level. And, you know, here finally came down and hit my first target and then stopped me out. Okay, after 3 times of this mess, I was done. Okay, mentally, I was just done with the stop. And then look what it did. You know, so had I not been mentally done with this and not just taken this off and just let it go, I would have got the move I was looking for. But this is what happens sometimes. I've got a lot of stuff coming up at the end of the week that's on my mind, and I think it's really starting to affect me. And I was a little bit short today. My patience was a little bit short. I could feel the anxiety. You know, I could feel the muscle back of my neck tightening up. So I knew that I had some type of anxiety that I was dealing with. And it pretty much took all of the mental energy I had. So that was that. You know, still made an okay amount of money. 193.59, you know, before commissions come out. So I'm okay with it. It wasn't perfect. I hated the way this stock traded. It never traded like this with me before. But I think I made the most of it when I could. You know, and again, I can't let this move, you know, affect how I trade. You know, I just have to remember, okay, look, you know, if I'm feeling this way again, you shut it down. You know, that's the smart thing to do. You know, no need to take chances and all of that stuff. So that was M. You know, I waited for the setup, was patient. It just took a couple of trades. But hey, we were green, so I'm happy with it. Now, PCG, this is one that was on our watch this morning. You can see it never really gave us a solid setup this morning. But then here, it started to reject. And look at this move it made. Okay, so, you know, I missed it. I saw it happening around in here when I went to lunch. So I decided to wait for it to push up. You know, here we pushed up, tried to pull back, pushed up. We made a lower low relative to this. So I felt good about getting in. And it came right up and stopped me out. I had to stop out. You know, this was my stop. It hit my max loss on this trade. So I had to stop out. When it set up again, I was like, look, I'm not going to let it pop me out again. You know, it's not going to do it. So I got in, and sure enough, it tried to stop me out again. It played these little games. And then we got the big sell-off here and was able to cover some through 24. And then it bounced right back up and stopped me out at break even. Not a bad trade. Even with the stop out, you know, still ended up with 55 bucks. I think I was down, if I added it up right, about 80 bucks or so. And, you know, so I made up that 80 plus, you know, added some more to it. So not a good trade. It never did follow through, but was thankful to get this move and was able to take profit and get out of it kind of unscathed. Then comes the earnings trade we took. I was looking for this to sell off at the close. And, you know, here we got in. It did push up, but that's fine because this is, a lot of times this is what happens. But if I'm on the road, I can't really mess with this. So I got to get in early and withstand any push that it does. Now, did that concern me? Yeah, that we came and we took out all of these highs. But we didn't push over the 100, so I felt pretty good about that. And then here we sold off. Nice big sell off going into the close. Almost down to this 43.83 level. And then, bam. Earnings come out. They beat earnings. And it ran up and then it sold back off. And here we are selling back off again. And it just looked like it was going to stall right here. So I just went ahead and took it off. Only made a couple bucks on this. But it just didn't work. And, you know, if the stock didn't do what I wanted it to do, then it didn't make sense for me continuing to hold it. When it came back, it didn't want to do anything. So you got to just take it off. So not a bad day in our small account. You know, it's about average. You know, if I can make $200 a day, then I'll take it. But the key is I'm not focusing on making $200 a day. That's not a goal. I don't have daily goals. I don't have weekly goals. You know, all I care about is nailing the trades that I get in, maximizing their potential, and moving on to the next. I know that if I do that, then the money's going to be there. Doesn't matter how much. I know that if I do it right and I do my job, I'm going to make more than enough to take care of me and my family. So I'm just focusing on trying to nail the trades and not hitting a daily goal or a weekly goal or monthly goal. I honestly think if you trade for real, if you're trading live and you're trading for real, having these goals will screw you up. It will screw you up when you trade real money. In the simulator, it works. But when you're trading real money, I'm telling you, there's a different mindset, a different mentality, and it can cause some sleepless nights. I promise you. So that's why I always say don't worry about trying to have a daily goal or weekly goal or whatever. Just trade. Follow your trade plan. You know, make good trade plans and execute. If you do that, the money's going to be there. All right, so last trade today, we traded TVIX again, our main account. Really got stopped out early. Bought into this, got stopped out. Reset, and you know, we did pretty good on it. I'm always going to hold some to see if we can get higher. Here, I had my profit stop set too tight. I should have let it test this and then bounce up, or I could have added instead of just taking it off and then getting back in here. Here was an accident. I accidentally left. You guys that were in chat saw it. You know, I was talking and thumping my chest and left this order on. I took it profit early, and I should have canceled this order and, you know, wait for it to get up to 47 and kind of messed that up. So I had to get back in here and, you know, got my first target here and then got stopped out with some slippage here. And again, bought it again. Took a piece here on my first target. It was coming back, so I just took it off. It didn't quite make the 48.75 I wanted, but when we started coming back, I had to take some off. Probably should have took all of it off, because when it pulled back, it stopped me out again with just a little bit of slippage. And we ended up bouncing, and here I got in again, and this was the last trade. I got in here with only 300 shares, and yeah, with only 300 shares, and all of this is the same order. You can tell it just got split up between 3 different tickets. It just got matched to 3 different orders it had out. But You know, they still on. You'll see this, but you still only get charged for one trade. And that's why I've got 23 trades and 17 tickets, because some of these were split. You know, like right here, this one was split 135, 165. It just depends on how they have to break it up to fill your order. And here's another one here, 300 shares. It fell through 3 separate orders. But you know, and that's gonna happen. You may not see it in the simulator. I don't think that's probably something different that you see. But I was done. Like I said, mentally, I was a little bit exhausted. Got a lot on my mind, so I really feel good about today. You know, what I did today. Tomorrow, I'll be there, you know, up until lunch, extended lunch. I'll be there, and then I gotta go start the process. So I'll probably be back before the market closes. But I just really, it's just me taking a later lunch than normal. My lunch will start at 1 versus 11. So that's where we're going to be tomorrow. But we'll jump in the morning, see if we can nail these trades and make something happen. So we're off to a really good week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, really strong. This is actually strong. Last week was our best week. This week is even better. And it's going to be a short week for me. So that's even more impressive to me. All right, so you guys have a great night, a great evening. Remember, if you guys didn't check out the live stream this morning, check it out. The M trade was in there, and a TVIX. 1 or 2 of those trades were in the live stream as well, so you can check those out. So catch you guys in the jungle tomorrow.